basically I am growing these tubes now. And after that we are trying to make some electronic devices, just like transistors and some
cell phones.
Yes, cell phones and also some biosensors for testing, as a tester, which can test every type of disease in a, just like at a home. Easily everyone can test these very small size and very precise way.
You can do the test at home.
Yeah, in the future it will be easily everyone can test just like a sugar test.
Provided the gadget or whatever you are going to make is very cheap.
Yeah, it will be very cheap because of these nano sensors. It will be very small in size and very precise in readings, and that will be very good.
Sure. Or
Assalamualaikum Huzur. My name is Usman Ahmed Ali, and I'm doing my PhD in WIMAX, which is called wireless, high-speed wireless broadband. Basically, their aim is they are going to...
You are doing a PhD in what?
High-speed wireless broadband.
High-speed wireless broadband.
So the basic aim is just to remove all the wires, all the things will... Your laptop and your computer will act like your mobile phone. You can receive all the signals anywhere. And my main topic, which I'm covering, is the router, uplink of the router. Let's say... And my research area is I'm going to join voice with video. So if you see any voice, there will be a video. If you see any video traffic, there on the back end, there will be a voice traffic will be coming on.
But at present they claim that they have made some sort of wireless this thing, satellite connector. You can connect it with your laptop and take it anywhere, and it can get you with the satellite easily. But I have tried, it is not working all the time and everywhere.
The main reason because they are using the traffic from the mobile ones. If you see, we have got like base stations from T-Mobile and the other companies, Vodafone. They are using the same internet traffic from that router. That router is basically sending. And that router is doing like 10 types of jobs. Let's say it's also working.
So you are trying to improve this type of thing?
Yeah, I'm trying to basically, my algorithm will be I'm going to implement one of the algorithms in the router so that all the voice and video traffic will travel in for one user one. It's going to travel in one frequency.
So you can have a direct contact with the satellite?
It's not with it's not going to be the satellite. It's going to be with the base station, and the base station has got its contact with its core network.
Acha.
So I think the direct contact is not with the satellite. It's always with the base station. The technology which is with the satellite, which they are using is a Troya thingy. That thing has got a direct connection with the satellite, but that thing is only used.
Troya is still working?
Troya is still working for the Marines only. If you go underwater, then that device starts working.
No, but you have to change the direction to locate the satellite.
Yeah, because it has got antenna, and that antenna, there are certain beams.
If you are underwater, how can you locate the satellite?
Because there are antenna beams has got two types of directions. One is A and one is B. The antenna will, if it's not picking up A direction, then obviously it's 180 degree of deviation. If you are not receiving any signals, then definitely that means that if the signals are on this side, then we have to deviate it on this side. Because the beams comes like this.
And in the desert also?
Yes. Basically, the main experiment they're doing is underwater.
Acha. But people are using it. You don't know? I have used it when I was in Africa. Not I was in Africa, when I went to Africa this 4 years back. We had an accident, so there was no contact with the missioner of the place. Luckily, I had this Troya satellite phone. So that was the only contact. And
what I've studied is just the marine things, is how things.
No, but people are using where there is no satellite facility, Vodafone facility, or any this type of. So you are living here, you don't know what is happening in the third world. Okay. All right.
Assalamualaikum. I'm a PhD student at King's College London.
Huh?
I'm a PhD student at King's College London, and I'm doing a PhD in theoretical cosmology.
PhD in what?
Theoretical cosmology.
Theoretical cosmology.
Ji.
Acha.
So that the specific area that I'm looking at is...
How many plants you have seen up till now?
Thankfully, I do theory, so I don't actually have to look into
only theory, yes. Theoretical.
Yes. I would prefer doing the mathematics rather than the actual observations. To explain kind of roughly what I'm doing, there's been some interesting new developments in the past 10 years or so about the way gravity works. Specifically, people in 1997, just over 10 years ago, discovered that not only was the universe expanding, but it was expanding at a faster and faster rate.
The universe is expanding?
Yes, but not only is it expanding, people knew that from like the 1920s. In 1997, they discovered that the rate of expansion is getting faster.
Yes, getting fast, yes.
So that opened kind of a whole new door to...
this thing everybody knows nowadays.
Yeah, exactly. So it's become quite well established.
So what is your research?
It's looking into ways of explaining why that would be happening. So there's some modifications.
Have you taken help from Quranic verses?
There are quite a few Quranic verses which...
Yes, there are. Allah says the universe is expanding.
Exactly. So it takes specific guidance from verses of the Quran. Certainly it drives you forward.
If you quote this verse before your scientists, I think it should be very surprising and astonishing for them.
And I'm looking at like some alternative theories from the mainstream theories of explaining how gravity works. Specifically some modifications to Einstein's theories of relativity, and changing the way it behaves in order to incorporate this new information we have about the universe. At the moment there are so many different theories for what could be causing it, and I'm looking at one particular theory and testing it.
So you are working the theoretical and the mathematical side of it.
Yeah.
You know, there's a story that long ago, one king was very much happy by some job done by a mathematician. And he asked him, what do you want? So I can fulfill your any requirement or wish you ask from me today. So the mathematician said, you cannot meet my needs. I said, no, I am the king, I have every means. So the mathematician said that, okay, you put one grain in a block of chessboard and double it in every other block, square, and weigh them and then give me this. And then when they calculated, even I calculated some years back, the total production of the grain was of the whole world was not even up to that. So this is how mathematician can keep the person quiet. Achha. Right.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmed Manan. I'm currently doing a PhD. I'm in my first year in the field of systems biology. I'm a mathematician by background, so I did my master's in mathematics from Pure College London. So, yes, I would be making up actually quite a lot of
I hope you will not demand to fill
yeah.
the chessboard,
Well, let's hope, inshallah, that I'm in a position to do that. So specifically, my project that I'll be looking at in the area of systems biology is working on a mathematical model, a kinetic model of the metabolic network of tuberculosis. So the aim of the reason for constructing this mathematical model is to look at a systems view of how tuberculosis is working.
Any specific type of tuberculosis or?
It's mycobacterium tuberculosis. So that
affects lungs only?
That is a strain that mostly affects the human lungs, yes. Mycobacterium tuberculosis can also affect other parts of the body, but we're not specifically concentrating on where it is affecting the body, but the specific mechanism that mycobacterium tuberculosis is showing. That's called the phenotype of the mycobacterium tuberculosis. It is behaving in quite a strange way as compared to other bacteria, in that what it is doing, it is lowering